So ride sharing is any means of transportation in which multiple people use the same vehicle to arrive at the same destination. Examples of ride sharing are sharing of taxis, carpooling, but obviously the most common example these days are Uber and Lyft. We are often asked certain questions. Are we safe to ride in an Uber? What happens if there's an accident? Do we know that the driver has been checked out and is qualified to operate a ride-sharing vehicle? Today's vlog is going to talk about these issues. So background checks are required for Uber drivers, Lyft drivers. They vary from state to state, but at a minimum, these background checks are supposed to confirm that the driver has no criminal history, no pending criminal charges. They have a clean driving record to show that they are qualified to operate the vehicle with passengers. As a result of the rise of these companies, states have instituted mandatory insurance coverage requirements for Uber and Lyft. A positive outcome from this legislation is that we now have minimum mandatory insurance coverage requirements for rideshare companies. So for example, in the state of Florida, if Uber or Lyft vehicle is involved in an accident and there are no passengers in the car at the time of the accident, the minimum insurance coverage in place to compensate the injured person is $50,000 per individual, $100,000 per crash, and $25,000 for property damage. If at the time of the accident there is a passenger in the Uber or Lyft vehicle, the minimum coverage is $1 million. And these companies have websites in which claim forms can be submitted, and it gives the impression to the injured person that it's going to be an easy process following a car crash. We have found that that is normally not the case at KFB Law. So if you've been injured in a car or as a pedestrian involving a rideshare company, navigating the claim may be more difficult than you think. Filling out a form gives the impression that it's going to be an easy process, but at KFB Law, we have discovered that it's never an easy process. These companies are not going to tell you, go to the doctor. If you have any bills, send them to us. If you have to go to the doctor again next month, do the same thing. They're not going to keep themselves on the hook that way. So at KFB Law, we help to manage the case. We help our clients seek the medical care that they need. We make sure everything is being documented well. And this is designed to build the strongest possible case so that once our client finishes their medical care, and our client knows the outcome of their injury and they know whether or not they suffered any permanent damage, we could put together the strongest possible case to present to the rideshare company. If you have been injured in a car crash or as a pedestrian involving a rideshare company, be sure you seek the assistance of a qualified attorney. Get more information from us at kfblaw.com.